Hello, Christina from Canada. My apologies for taking a bit of time to get back to you. I did prepare my answers, but they were prepared in the AM, and when I started recording them in order to upload them to YouTube so that it could be transcribed in closed captioning, I noted that there were several errors and too many to post online. And in addition to that, I had trouble speaking just because my brain was shutting down even more than it already had been. So here we go. This is a one-pager in response to your question that asked about fixing foundations. And you asked whether a budget would be set aside as well, I believe. So here we go as to the answer to your question. Budgets always have to be set aside to cover the costs of what we want to invest in. I'm so glad you asked the specific question at QueenMom091517. The part that throws me off is your inclusion of the following, and I put this in quotations, questionably zoned. As far as I understand zoning in Toronto, zoning is applicable to all properties and neighborhoods. Something is either zoned one way or another, or not. For properties that are owned by the business owner, there is an opportunity to exchange air rights with foundation property remediation and or foundation stabilization work that needs to be done under my leadership as Mayor of Toronto. I'm continually looking for space to build housing, and especially in areas where zoning already permits housing, and where one can minimize their footprint by living in units close to necessities. Necessities such as grocery shopping, work, transit, people, parks, those kinds of necessities. If the business owner's property qualifies for our plans to assist property owners in creating a renewable energy, such as solar, efficient, renewable energy efficient, sustainable, accessible property, the City of Toronto will help business property owners to invest in themselves. So that is to say, the property would have to qualify for the work to be done in order for the city to assist the business owner. And of course, there would be standards to be met. And I believe that's a reasonable request to ask. And if those standards are met, then we'll help. The whole point of the City of Toronto is to help its residents. There would be an opportunity for a building co-ownership venture for businesses similar to the model offered under the J-Pop Toronto model. The exchange of air rights for renovation credits, as I would call them, allows for the City of Toronto to build atop businesses, to create maker spaces, placemaking spaces, and potentially more accessible housing, zoning permitting. Credits have a dollar value that can be put towards the work needing to be done on the property. So essentially, together we succeed. Thank you for your question.